It seems to me that crypto is getting crazier and crazier by the day. Some new problems in paradise. Galaxy Protocol suffers DNS breach resulting in massive crypto losses. This is a very big issue. And the saddest part is I know these guys very well. Most people that I've seen work there are very nice, and so it sucks to see them be in this position. But as you can see right here, once you connect it to their website, you'll be prompted for approval. And if you approve it by logging into the Web3 as usual, all assets will be removed. Please retweet and spread the word. Apparently, there are also already some connections between the hacker here and the Balancer Protocol attacker. And again, this all prompts the need for more safety systems, man, because just connecting your wallet and all your money being drained, that's what a lot of these politicians are calling crypto out for. Again, nearly a freaking $1 billion been stolen from people in a quarter. It's just insane. And over the last, I think, month or so, already $204 million has been stolen from people in a couple of these breaches. I'd say for right now, we don't know exactly how much money has been lost in this whole Galaxy debacle, but most likely it ain't good. Anyway, just the current situation is be careful. Don't go to any of their websites. Go to your wallet and revoke all the permissions if you can. As of this point, it seems about $270,000 were stolen, which is very minimal, but I presume the number is way higher. And again, is it really Galaxy's problem here? Because they were kind of like SIM swapped. How it usually goes for individuals. Trust me, guys, I've got hundreds of different stories where people lost money to no fault of their own. All they gave away was their full name or a little bit too much information about their company, leading people to be able to basically forge documentation to get their information or to get things switched, like again your SIM card, or in this case here, getting access to their website provider. Let's just put it simply like that. Then again, I must always add that you never really know if you're getting rugged or if the platform is getting hacked. I mean, for example, right? I often say I don't like to work with crypto projects where the founder is not public because you like to see a public face. You like to see that they really stand behind what they claim. But for a lot of protocols out there, they're pretty solid, and then the foundation is not really showcased, but they are being showcased to the major investors, basically. That's fine enough for me as well, if they want to be public, but at least they're known. Yet, I mean, with FTX, the guys were very well known. They had their face everywhere. They had many interviews, right? I remember some of those interviews. But then you take a look now, and apparently the FTX co-founder, Gary Wang, says Bankman-Fried lied in tweets where, again, Mr. Sam Bankman-Fried was saying, oh, everything is all fine, we've got the money, while in fact FTX was not fine, and this guy was basically lying. And that kind of leads me to the idea of it's really hard to figure out whether or not these things get hacked, or if it's an employee doing it, like an insider job, or if it's the company doing it. In this case here, I presume it's not the case. Not enough money for all the trouble. I think they made more money just going through their normal methods. But for example, with AVEX's, what's it called again? Stars Arena. Yeah, I mean, it's looking like an inside job because sometimes these guys can cash out $1-2 million by just launching their project and quickly saying, oh, we got hacked. It's worth it to them. And that's the problem with crypto for one part. It's just that these regulators are making it too vague to register, and the rules are so unclear that these guys keep getting away with this type of stuff, and that the proper legal action to find out whether or not this was an inside job, whether or not it was hacked, etc., is not usually being taken serious enough. That's why recently here, I wanted to actually sit down and make a video about how to keep your accounts safe. But there's a couple companies that I'm trying to connect with here in the process to basically make your experience as streamlined as possible, because what I've noticed is, well, let's just say I tell people, hey, buy a ledger. One of the problems is still, let's say you end up buying one, but you don't have all the knowledge about it. You might still get yourself scammed because you go to freaking Amazon to buy your ledger, and then a seller scammed you by giving you a faulty device, for example. Or I'm telling you, hey, use this 2FA device, this, that. And if you don't do it well, still no bueno, right? So I basically want a direct line at every single company I will talk about in my safety video so I can set up the best streamlined process. And I'm building a little bit of a crypto beginner course for people to get acquainted with all these safety measures, how to build a portfolio, how to kind of know more about crypto, because I notice there's a deep misunderstanding about a lot of the parts I think are fundamental. And now, what is basic in crypto is definitely up to debate. For example, simple DeFi strategies. Is that beginner stuff? I would say no, because to make money with crypto, you don't need this. It's more of if you want to get more advanced into it, yeah, you can start optimizing your DeFi strats. For example, how to use Curve, or how to use DBank for some information, or how to use Frax Finance, or how to just simply stake Ethereum on Lido. I'd say it's pretty basic stuff, but a lot of people would disagree. Perhaps, though, a lot of people just don't own Ethereum or Polygon, Optimism, Arbitrum, whatever, so they don't really care. It's also possible. But even providing liquidity, if you're, for example, an XRP holder, through the new AMM, right, a lot of options open up for people to earn money that they might have never heard about, and it makes me think there should be more content about this. And so the moment, if this goes live on the XP Ledger, I will definitely share some guides as to how to go about it. And I'll most likely also add it to my beginner course or beginner program or whatever I'm going to launch. And if you guys would like to see a video on how to use DeFi as a basis, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll get that to you guys tomorrow or the day after, because I think it could be something nice to make, but I'm not sure how much demand is there and how many people actually use different networks like Ethereum and Polygon. And similarly to basically DeFi on the XRP Ledger. You guys have got to let me know in the comment section if you'd like to see more videos about what this changes, how to use it, how to make money with this, and what the bad sides are. I'll tell you though, there's not really that many bad sides that you guys will notice ever. Just the idea that now there's more incentives for the network, which again, sometimes is negative, because to a certain extent, no incentive is the best incentive, because then you know people are doing it for the sake of the development of something instead of for money. But again, that's highly debatable, because you could surely argue that for-profit things get way bigger than people just doing it for the betterment of technology. Anyway, like I've said many times before, defining cryptocurrency and the rules with regards to it, it's just a really vague and strange situation right now. But, I mean, they're working on it. Head of Portugal's central bank advocates for unified crypto regulations. Potential impact on VC Spectra, BNB, and Solana explored. Don't care about the latter part, but the idea is pretty solid. I mean, they're looking around the world to get to some sort of basis. The European Union is working on one. I think it's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's at least taking a step. And even if they make the wrong step, phase one, companies will move across the globe to still get the better treatment, and eventually I think a lot of these rules will be changed, or these countries will just be left behind for other entities and areas that are more progressive. If, for example, they tax the living crap out of you for this new technology to an unhinged degree, or being very disruptive in not allowing you to develop your technology or to emancipate, to call it. But the vagueness that's currently ongoing, I think, allows for too many companies to get away with shady stuff, while on the contrary, letting a lot of companies not know what they're in for. And it's making it harder to distinguish between a solid company in it to change the game and a garbage company like, again, FTX in hindsight, that's cheating us all. Because again, if you really start looking into FTX, the numbers here, the BS, is so insane. It's wild to me that this was not caught so much earlier. And the craziest part of all is they would have gotten away with this had, in my opinion, right, had CZ not pointed some of the stuffs out. And there's a couple more links there that kind of brought FTX to its knees. But at least now they're starting to be self-conscious. Again, we don't have to see this guy as a good guy, because at the end of the day, they're all fraudsters together, right? If you start thinking about it, it's like, well, oh, he's coming to justice now. He's testifying now. Too late, motherfricker. You already dug yourself into too deep a hole before. Oh, the money belonged to customers, and the customers did not give us permission to use it for other things. Well, that testimony you should have given the moment that Sam Bankman-Fried tweeted this out, not a couple months or even a year later, right? It's too late now. And that's actually another interesting part about this. You're getting a lot of yes men right now saying, you see, it concerned me. I knew this, that, the... Screw you guys, man. If you all knew this so well, call it out. And I mean, some people did, by the way. Let's say it like this. Some people did call it out a little bit beforehand, but I'm saying make it a big campaign. BitBoy, for example, was one of those guys that screamed that FTX was a big fraud. People laughed at him, but at least he was really trying his best to make people aware. A lot of others are kind of keeping it in silent. And that's like what a lot of these people in crypto Twitter do as well. They're like, oh, crypto's going to crash. Ends up not crashing for a year. All of a sudden it crashes. They're like, hey, I was right. It's like, oh yeah, that's not hard. With the FTX situation, it's the same. If afterwards you're saying, you see, it was right all along. Brah, I knew that. Well, that makes no sense if you weren't a big advocate about it, because if you didn't warn others and you knew it in the back of your head, Who cares, right? Same thing for the Big Short. There's probably 1,000, a billion people that were actually secretly bearish, right? That knew it was going to crash at some point. Maybe they were even right at the timing. But if you didn't make it a big deal, then, well, you don't get the credits for it, in my opinion. And by the way, if you're still looking for a Halloween costume, you might want to go for one of these, right? We've got one in the female style, one in the male style. You choose whichever one you prefer. Get the fuzzy haircut or the crazy glasses with the haircut. It would definitely do the job. And make sure to get the shoe right, apparently. Oh, damn, that's some nice-ass lacing. And anyway, guys, just be extremely careful. Whenever I see something that's shady or crazy, I'll keep you up to date, so don't worry about it. And of course, like I always say, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you press that like button. And perhaps put the notification bell on so you're always up to date with whatever something crazy happens and I decide to share it. But what a crazy Marco Rin, huh? Yeah. Luckily, I've still got my solid cryptocurrencies I'm going to hold for a long time. Keeping me through this, or keeping me going, I guess. But yeah, that's about it.